The Botanical Garden of the Ozarks premier foodie event returns later this month. I'm talking about Chefs in the Garden, and John is back to fill us in on all the details. Hey, John.
Good morning. How are you?
Good to see you. Again.
I know.
You're like a regular now.
Yeah, it's totally true.
That's fine. We love that. John, can you give us a little history on Chefs in the Garden? How did this all get started?
So 15 years ago, the garden opened to the public after many, many years of preparation. And one of the things they wanted to do was to get everybody out in the garden to see it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And what a better way than food and wine to get people to come to an event.
Sure. As you can imagine, it takes a lot to put on an event like this, John. When do you all begin planning Chefs in the Garden?
So we started planning back in November, looking at the chefs that we wanted to have come to the event, as well as local wineries, and making sure that we have volunteers. We have over 9,000 hours of volunteerism at the garden every year, and a big percentage of that goes to Chefs in the Garden.
Sure. Question here, if there is somebody watching and they're like, oh, maybe I just started my restaurant or food truck this year, would love to get involved maybe with Chefs in the Garden next year, can they reach out to you?
They can. They can reach me. Just go to the Botanical Gardens of the Ozarks homepage. I'm listed there, and they can send me a note.
Okay.
Yeah. And you were talking about getting local chefs and businesses involved there, John. I was just curious, do you have to go and sample all the food first?
I mean, that sounds so hard, John.
I know. Is that how you determine the folks that are going to join you?
Yeah, and you know, this year we've really, we call it old and new. So we have some of our old standbys coming. But then also this year we're hosting Casa Alejo from Springdale for the first time.
So good.
Lady Slipper that just opened up in Bentonville. And we're really looking to, you know, there are so many great places to eat in Northwest Arkansas that people don't know about. And this is a great opportunity to come and learn about 19 different places.
Yeah, because you get to sample all of those foods from those different places.
Right. If you ever need volunteer bellies, Jason and I are available.
Right. If you want us to go out into the community and eat food and tell you what we think, we will do it happily.
I appreciate
It's such a hard job, John, so we just, you know, want to help out the best way we can.
Yes. Well, you mentioned this already, a couple new restaurants, but is there anything else new that folks can expect this year, Chefs in the Garden?
Yeah, so we're going to have a small dessert pavilion with Brightwater and Cookies by Corey and Markham and Fitz. And what I'm looking forward to is the double chocolate brownie with fried pork belly and caramel salted sauce on it.
What?
And some of the truffles by Markham and Fitz. They always make 2 special truffles for this event. And the team from Brightwater with their students, you just never know what they're going to come up, because they are just showstoppers.
They are, yes.
Why do we do this to ourselves? We have this show during this hour, we talk about food, and now we're like starving.
You're right. Brightwater's awesome. Chef Penalto, Chef Shafkowitz there always do great stuff with the kids and with the desserts as well, especially, right? So that's new this year.
Right, we're putting all the desserts together in one area, going to have hot coffee available to go with it, as well as we're also going to, in the past we've always had wonderful donations from local breweries, but we thought, you know what, I bet, just like chefs, that they would love to talk to the people behind it, so we're having a special tent. Urban Winery will be there, Core will be there, Black Apple, and you'll actually be able to talk to the people that brew and produce this, much like you get to talk to the chefs. So they'll be in a special area also, as well as the regular wine and other things we have.
Sure,
Great.
That sounds fun. The kind of breaking it up like that, so you know you're going to go get your savory from here, you get your drinks from here, you get your dessert from here, and the whole while you're just enjoying the garden, right, John? I mean, talk to us about how the garden is this time of year with everything blooming out.
So I tell people that the garden changes by the hour, because I'll walk the garden this morning and I will see things that were in bloom this afternoon that weren't there this morning. They've opened up, the sunshine and the rain. We had some good rain last week, and so everything is out and about. Our horticulture team and all the volunteers are working really hard, placing those summer plantings behind the spring plantings, so we just have that continuous color in the garden.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, go ahead and give us the details then on the event, and let us know, is it too late to get tickets?
No, but you need to get your tickets fast. We have less than 300 left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go to BGOzarks, /events.
Right.
Okay.
And then just go to the date, which is May 23rd on there, and you can get your tickets.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just on there today. It's easy to find access. Check them out online. Get those tickets now while you still can.